Hello everybody, and today I will be making a GPU tier list. This is just the current generation. There will be no like Arc B series or like RX Radeon 9000 series or the RTX 5000 series because we don't have enough data on those yet. So this will just be the RTX 4000 series, the 7000 series Radeon, and the A series for Intel Arc. So let's get started here. The Arc A580, it's okay. Um, it's just the drivers are really not that good on it. The pressure performance is decent, but there is some better on here. So let's put that around C tier. The Arc A750. This one is a decent better price to performance, at least where I live. But the drivers still need a bit like fixing. So I can't I'll put it above the A580, but still in C's here. The Arc A770 is like pretty decent. It's not great for the price, but it's still a pretty good graphics card, but it has the same issues as the other Intel Arc ones. That like the driver updates are just not that good. So I'll put it behind the A580. Okay, now the RX 6500 XT. I think this graphics card is not very good. The price to performance is not good at all. The RX 6600 beats the like living crap out of it. So I'm gonna put that in C tier below all the art cards. But this, the RX 6600, this card is great. So I'm gonna put it in A tier because like the drivers with AMD are pretty good. It's better than Intel Arc, but Nvidia ones are better. But it has great price to performance, just under 200 bucks. It's worth it to be an A tier. Now this card is slept on a lot. The 6650 XT. It deserves like right up there with the RX 6600 and A tier because this is just an amazing card. You could like snipe it for 220, 230 bucks sometimes if you get lucky. Like this is pretty good. I'm gonna put it just above the RX 6600. Okay, now the RX 6750 XT. This is a decent graphics card. Like it's actually really good, but it's not as good as the RX 6600 and the 6650. At least for me, with the GPU shortage as of now, it's not great. But it's it's amazing compared to these cards down here. But it's a little bit worse. So I'm gonna put it at A tier behind the RX 6600. Now for a legend, the RX 6800. This card can get really hot, but it's great. It's like really good card. I think has to be our first S tier. It's great price to performance if you find it like 350, 400 used. That's great. The RX 7600. I don't have a lot to say about this card. It's a decently good budget option if you want to buy new. This is decent. So, I'm gonna put it at B tier because it's like worse than these because the 6000 series just cannot be beaten. So I'm gonna put it there. 7600 XT. This the 8 gig version, like the 16 gig version is pretty good, but the 8 gig version is just obsolete for the price bracket that it's in. So just for the 8 gig version, like because the 16 gig is a little bit overpriced, so I'm gonna have to put it below the 7600 in B tier. Now for the RX 7700 XT. This card is pretty good. Like, this is one of the best 77,000 like GPUs. So I'm gonna put this at a low A tier, just because it's not better than any of these, but it's better than these, because 7600s are not that good. So I'm gonna put it at A tier below the 7650. Okay, the RX 7800 XT. Again, this is one of the greater cards in the 7000 series. I think this deserves to go just in the same bracket, just below it, because I think the 7700 XT is a tiny bit better price performance wise, but it's like still really good. Okay, now for the best 7000 series GPU. Now we have the 7900 GRE. If you want to buy new, like before the GPU shortage, this was like a great graphics card if you wanted to buy new for this specific range. For mid range, this is like the best graphics card that you if you want to buy new, or one of the best. So I'm gonna put it above the 6750 XT by the RX 6600. Okay, now for the RX 7900 XT. Sometimes you could get this card on a really good sale for like 500 to 600 bucks. Like just for like the crappier ones like the FX XFS cards. So, but it's usually like more like 750. But you could snipe these for really good prices. But before the GPU shortage, obviously, now they're like 900 on eBay, like pre-owned, which it's still not a horrible price performance. So I'm gonna put it in between, like I'm gonna put it at the bottom of A tier. The RX 7900 XTX. This card is the best AMD card that like they're offering right now. It's okay, but the 7900 XT the 7900 XT is not that much worse for a lot less price. So I'm gonna have to put it in B tier just for that, but above these cards, because it's still like a monster card. Now for the RTX 4060. The RTX 4060 is like it's okay for Nvidia, but compared to AMD, AMD blows them out of the water. So I'm gonna have to put this one in high C tier. Now the RTX 4060 Ti 8 gig. Do not buy this card. Do not buy it. This is D. Do not buy it. Do not. Even if it's used, do not. 8 gigs is just not enough for above like 350 bucks. Slipping into like 350 to 450 price range. That is just way too much for an 8 gig card. Okay, now for the RTX 4060 16 gigabyte. If you can snipe this for a good deal, like at 400 or less, then I might consider picking it up. But even for that, it's not that great of a deal. It's better than the 8 gig because it actually has more VRAM and that helps it out a lot. But for $100 more, it's not really worth it. So I'm gonna have to put it barely above the RTX 4060 Ti 8 gig, if it'll let me. Okay, there. Okay, now for the RTX 4070. This card is pretty good for an NVIDIA card. It's like decent. I'm probably gonna put it in like above the RTX 4060 in C tier because it's a pretty good mid-range card. Okay, now for the RTX 4070 Super. This card is a bit better than the 4070. It's better price to performance too, at least I would say. So I'm gonna have to put it in low B tier. Okay. Because like the DLSS and frame gen and the ray tracing makes up for it. With all the 40 series cars, that kind of makes up for all the stuff. But it doesn't make up for all the stuff, if you get what I mean. Okay, the RTX 4070 Ti Super. This card is pretty decent, but I feel like it needs more VRAM. I don't think it can live on just like 16. Like this, it's getting a little bit bottlenecked, but it's still decent. Like it would have been better if it had 20 gigs of VRAM and not 16. Or does it have 12? I forgot, but if it's 12, then that's definitely getting bottlenecked. So we'll put that in above the RTX 4070 Super in B tier. RTX 4080 Super. This card is pretty, like, it's okay. It's like one of those higher end cards that are actually worth the money. So just for that, I'm gonna put it in low B tier behind the 4070 Super. But the RTX 4090, the last card we're reviewing today, it is not good price performance. Yeah, it is the greatest card that's actually like goodly reviewed, I guess. Like that actually has a decent amount of reviews now because a 50 series is just not enough. But this card is just not good. Like even before the GPU shortage, this card was like $2,000, which is horrible for the price. But it is the greatest card that like gaming could offer. So I'm gonna put it above the 4060 Ti's because that's like nothing could go behind them. But it's still going D tier because it's just horrible price or performance, but still better than these. So there. And this is my completed list. You can take a screenshot of it and use it however you'd like. There is some missing cards from this, so I'll like if you want to make me to make a part two, either get like 5 or 10 likes outside and try to get like 100 views. I doubt we'll get that much, but it's possible. And okay, and that's all. Bye, guys. Hope you have an amazing day.